Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mitch. Good Friday morning. Hope you all are having a great start to your morning. As always, it is Friday, so hopefully most are feeling better than if it was a Monday. So almost to the weekend for most people who had the weekends off and just work during the normal work week. But I know that's not the case for everybody. But anyways, got you an update on what's going to happen today, potentially for the weather for your Friday, May the 13th. Yeah, that's kind of spooky, but hopefully nothing bad happens today. No bad juju or anything like that. But anyways, hope you guys are feeling great this morning. If you guys have not subscribed, definitely consider doing that. Like the video if you like it. Appreciate the ongoing support. I really do. I took a little rest day this morning, so I did not wake up at my normal 4 a.m. So I haven't really had a chance to read over the comments. When I checked, it didn't seem like there was a whole lot of them, but if I haven't answered you from last night's video, it's not intentional. I'll definitely get to it sometime by mid-morning. So if you guys got anything that I can pray about, please put it in the comments below. It gives me an opportunity to pray over it, and it gives others an opportunity to pray for it also, pray over it also. And it also glorifies God. You know, God loves when you go to Him with your needs, whether you're just praising Him because things are going good, which I feel like we should do more. Sometimes just stop when everything's just going awesome. It feels great. Sometimes just stop and just thank God, you know. But even when things aren't going so good. So anyways, let's get rocking and rolling this morning. Let's take a look at a water vapor loop. We got some leftover energy just from all the action that happened yesterday. Yesterday's line of storms was pretty damaging. There was a lot of reports in this region right here. You know, it formed a haboob, which basically was an outflow boundary out ahead of the storms that kicked up a lot of dust, and it looked like something out in Arizona in July or something. So it was really crazy seeing all the photos on Twitter, but I saw a lot of wind damage, not really a whole lot of reports of tornadoes. I saw a couple pictures of a couple tornadoes that did form, but definitely no sort of tornado outbreak or anything like that. But you also look right here, you got this big broad spin covering literally the entire southeast and portions of the mid-Atlantic, and then this kind of small vortice, if you will, right here. This is popping off convection, so you got rain moving into areas like Charleston and just the coastal regions of South Carolina and North Carolina. This morning will be kind of a rainy day with on and off showers and storms, I think, for areas of South Carolina and North Carolina. But let's keep rolling. There is a chance for severe storms today, but, you know, not near as significant as the last few days. Pretty large, slight risk. Really, the tornado threat is really low, if anything. But it's, you know, never a non-zero threat when you have severe weather chances, but it's less than 2% chance. Wind threat is there, 15% risk. I really think some sort of kind of broken up line will form down here. It'll be, you know, literally broken up. So certain areas will probably not see rain anywhere from Oklahoma all the way up to the northern portions of Michigan. But, you know, hail threat, kind of the same region as the damaging wind threat, but just not that big of a deal. 15% risk and 25 miles in any given location in this yellow area. The weather today just won't be quite as active, but I'll break down a little bit more of what could happen with a severe weather threat. But let's zone in on the southeast this morning, starting off at around 8 a.m. Eastern time. We'll keep this rolling, and we're just going to have on and off showers moving onshore. You know, from the southeast. Some of these could be heavy. Some of them can just be all out storms. But, you know, anything severe, I doubt it. Just, you know, some burst of heavy rain. But really anybody can see it from the eastern Carolinas up to Virginia. You guys can see some showers and storms really anywhere in the state. But they're going to be very small. You know, they're probably going to move. Some will move quicker than others. And they're just going to be pivoting around right here. You're going to have showers and storms also in Mississippi, you know, Alabama. They're going to be kind of coming in from the south just with the directional flow of what's going on right here in the atmosphere. But maybe some stronger storms here in southern areas of Mississippi and getting closer to the southeast regions of Louisiana today. But on and off showers and storms throughout the southeast. I think in Georgia and, maybe North Georgia and maybe portions of Alabama and Tennessee, it won't be as widespread coverage. But Florida, southeast Georgia, the Carolinas, definitely Mississippi, Louisiana, just a lot of showers and storms a day, you know. So not everybody's going to see the rain, but when you do, it could be quite heavy. I know we're leaving work yesterday, you know, I really wasn't expecting much in the way of rain, and we ended up getting a quarter-inch of rain for a couple hours in the evening, so it was really nice. It's always nice to get a little bit of rain in the spring. My folks up here in the Northeast, it's kind of the same kind of deal. You're getting a little bit of energy from the south, so you're going to have some pop-up showers and maybe some storm action through Maryland, through West Virginia, the northern sections of Virginia, and then you look at southern sections of Pennsylvania right here. You could get some showers and storms that sneak into the area for sure. But I don't really think they're going to get much further north than PA. So, if you're in New York State, points northeast and north, I don't think y'all see much in the way of moisture today. As far as temperatures, one of the warmest days of the year for the Northeast. Widespread 70s and 80s. You finally get rid of that onshore flow for Boston. And as far as the winds, bringing in the cold air off the yeah, man, I always struggle with this part. The cold air off the North Atlantic. And looks like you guys will warm up a little better today. But widespread 70s and 80s, even into the interior Northeast. But where you just got this area of clouds and rain and storms, it's going to be a little cooler today. But, it's not going to be crisp cool. It's going to be just kind of, it's going to be a touch of humidity due to moisture being around, and highs just in the 60s and 70s. So I think, certain pockets of 80s will definitely be there. But, Texas, Florida getting into the 80s. And then this part of the country right here, the Mississippi Valley, portions of the Ohio Valley, especially western sections, deep south, warm up very, very much so today. Again, not quite as bad maybe as the last few days, but, the low 90s mixed with dew points in the low 70s, it's going to just still feel like the middle of summer out there. So very warm and uncomfortable day. Again, for this section, this hasn't changed much throughout the week. It really hasn't. For my folks, up here in the north central and Midwest and Ohio Valley, where you could see some storms today, watch out around, I would say, 5 to 8 p.m. A line of storms kind of erupts here very quickly, and you could have some storms. My guy up here in northern Michigan, you could have some storms today for sure, so watch out. Damaging winds, a little bit of hail is possible. But this will just be a broken up line of showers and storms in this slight region that we just showed you. It could develop and could be, broken up in Wisconsin, Illinois. You guys could have an intense period here in western and northwestern areas of Illinois. But I really don't think that these have much steam to it very long. I think they lose steam very quickly, maybe re-energize at a certain point, but they'll be kind of slow moving, and they'll just kind of pivot through, and then maybe some more widespread rain moves into these areas of Missouri and Illinois through the overnight hours. But then a little bit further south central U.S., same kind of deal. A line of storms could pop up, maybe an isolated supercell in Kansas. Watch out for that. And, this will just really be broken up in nature. But whether anything does form, it could be severe. Watch out this little area right into here. A little bit later this evening, these could be intense little storms right here. The thermodynamics are probably a little better down here. These could be, some surprising cells here in Oklahoma, around Oklahoma City, just north. And then same areas that got hit by the Andover tornado in Kansas a couple weeks back. Just watch out. These storms could be a little dangerous a little bit later this evening for sure. As far as temperatures out west into the middle of the country, warming up into the 90s, close to 100 in areas of Texas. Nice temperatures, 70s and 80s, all the way up into South Dakota. Then when you get into North Dakota, it gets a little cooler with just temperatures kind of locked into the 40s, 50s, maybe some 60s in areas. Cooler day across Montana, Wyoming, 60s and 50s, maybe 40s and 30s for the higher elevations. But for the flat regions, the plains, 50s and 60s for highs. Starting to warm up in the southwest a good bit, starting to get up around average to above average again. But just staying relatively cool in the northwest for sure. As far as moisture, what could happen out here, maybe some leftover and lingering backside moisture here in Montana. Higher elevations, maybe some flurries, some snow showers is possible. But not really a big deal. You got another system that moves into the Pacific Northwest and brings a big-time rainmaker again for areas of Oregon, especially eastern Oregon. So I have to see how that plays out. But other than that, that's all I got. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have an awesome Friday. Get you an update this evening. Usually Friday nights are the nights that me and my family go out to eat, get some pizza or something, ice cream. So it's always a little later when I get the videos out. But I'll try to get you one out this evening. But God bless all y'all, and thank y'all for the continued support.